Violet, my favorite sheep, is in labor right now.
Sounds like labor is just starting to ramp up. She's getting contractions more regularly.
I'm heading out to the barn and see what's happening with Violet. I'm a little nervous. Okay, no lambs yet. I am starting to worry in case one might be breech.
5:30 check and still nothing. It seems like something is stuck.
Hey, it's Laura. Okay, it's really hard for me to tell being so inexperienced, but it might be breech. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.
Only a couple days until we're expecting our first lambs, so it's time to start getting ready. One of the first things we got to do is get these guys outside, clean up this stall so it's nice and clean for the lambs. So we got the pigs moved out of the barn and into the pigsty here, and they just couldn't be happier. They're just having so much fun rolling around in the mud. Our pigsty here is a very rustic enclosure made of pallets, but it keeps the pigs in. So that was the fun part. Now comes the messy part. Mucking out the stall. So we have these cinder blocks in the stall here, and we just realized the pigs left behind some gifts. In each part of the cinder block there's a big pig poop. Done.
The vet should be here at any minute, and I feel much more confident with him coming. In this case, I think it's the right thing to do.
So you kind of like to pull down toward the butt end, and I also try to pull in concert with their own pushing. I think I did that for a little bit. Okay, let's hope we have a twin in here. Okay, so there's feet right here. This is so often the story. Sometimes you can get a back foot that has slid up on you. So I cup my hand behind the head. You have the towel?
Oliver, green box behind you, her milk crate.
Yeah. Lovely. Cute. So what you want to do sometimes is stick your stimulate them to breathe.
Oh, we got more feet.
You do. Or if you want to work on this. Stop for a second. Let's see what the breathing looks like. All you want. Just keep doing that, and occasionally stick your finger in her mouth. All right, Mom, we'll get this other one out of here. Cleans. And another backwards one.
Oliver, grab another
So I'm
towel.
grabbing the hocks.
Oh, bigger.
Can I tell here? Good man, Oliver. Yeah. What I'm gonna do, you keep working on this one too. This one's a bit more vigorous.
Why is this one yellow?
Yellow is from stress. And when they stress, they poop inside. And the first poop from a lamb is orange. And so they look orange like that. Yeah. Good luck with lambs. What's your name, Violet?
Violet, yeah. Oh, let's see. I didn't check boys or girls. Did you?
One of each.
Oh, good.
First one's a girl, I believe. This one's a boy.
How are you feeling?
So relieved. So she had triplets. The first one was breech. The vet pulled that one out backwards. He thinks it had been dead for a while. So we've got our girl from Violet, which will keep, yeah, very relieved. Needs energy.
He's just
Oh, Juliet, she loves that.
Laura and I are heading out to dock and castrate. Wait a minute. Whose lambs?
Violet.
We're heading out to dock tails and castrate.
Let's just go.
It's lambing season. It's been raining for 3 straight days. Everything is soaked. So these are the lucky lambs. Hey guys. So I'm about to dock Violet's lamb's tails, starting with the ewe lamb. Got her tail all cleaned up, nice and clean. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rubber band on.
This is for Mary. I put a little alcohol.
I honestly hate the ear tagging. It's just the worst. Just try and get the lamb in the right position. Find the spot in the ear where it's gonna get pierced. It's in between 2 veins, so it's a little nerve-wracking. Pinch the ear just a little bit just to hold that spot, and then 2 hands just pop. On to the next one. So now we've got the ram lamb, which has the extra step of castrating.
Lewd axe. It's like getting your ears pierced.
That's a lot to go on today.
Maybe we can show you what our animal chores are like.
Elliot, Dad's gonna edit out everything you say.
don't know what mud is until you've been to our homestead. The only nice thing about all this rain is I don't have to use the hose to fill our water buckets. I can just stick it outside for a second. And I've got a full bucket of water. It's nice.
Tansy, our ewe who's still very pregnant, she's getting ready to lamb. She has stuff hanging out the back. So we are quickly getting the pigs out, cleaning out their pen to get Tansy in so she can lamb in a clean place.
I came out to bring Tansy into the barn, into her stall, and there was already a lamb on the ground. That's how fast they come. So we're out here with her now, looking for a second. We don't even know if it's a ewe or a ram yet. That's how.
It's a ewe.
Okay. Disregard. So at this point, we're not going to try and move her. We'll just assist her out here, and then once the lambs are born and healthy, we'll bring everyone inside.
Is this what you're like? Like, are there bags coming out?
The big question with Tansy is her bag. Last year, we had a lot of trouble with her bag. It just would not produce. And her udder was very difficult, and we ended up having to bottle feed her 2 lambs all the way through till weaning, which was not fun towards the end. How will her udder be this year?
Wow. 2 hooves. 2 hooves.
It's coming.
And a nose. That's good. Come on.
Wait. It's gonna spill out.
Let it fall on the towel.
Yeah, make sure it doesn't. Coming out.
Good girl, Tansy.
Yeah.
Make sure you're pulling it down.
With the contraction.
Is it alive?
Another towel. Grab the towel on the rack there. We have a piece of straw. Right there behind me, there's a towel. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, just
Is that one
go ahead
dead?
and wipe her nose real hard.
Wait, is that one dead?
No.
Yeah, just keep clearing it.
I'm guessing that one's a boy. Really, it looks like.
Oh, I just
Give her
noticed
body a good
all those
rub.
bags are gone.
There you go. Nice big
I
rub.
can't breathe. That's all that
It's okay. It's good. It's good. Hey there, buddy.
Open the eye. Uh-oh.
Oh, that one.
Okay, we got blood coming out now, so maybe that was it.
Why isn't
This one is who's that? Girl? Another girl?
Yeah, there.
2 girls. Okay. Come on.
Wait, so then can I have?
Oh,
is there more?
let's see. Might need one towel.
There's another bag that doesn't. I noticed all her bags came out. Well, it says that one.
So the second one is definitely a ewe lamb. Looks to be a little bigger, and she's still trying to clear some of that amniotic fluid. The first one, look at that. Oh, almost on the feet. Almost. Tansy's doing great. Pretty soon we'll move them inside.
We are expecting we may have to bottle feed these lambs. We'll try to milk her, I guess, and see if we can get some colostrum. But if not, we have colostrum replacer on hand and milk replacer. Come and see, girls. You want to guess? She had 2 so far. You want to guess boy or girl?
Guys, come this way. It's better. Guys, over here.
So she had 2 girls. Here. You don't know yet.
It's a rescue. it count if you're using the edge of the shelter? Wow.
It's the second one. The bigger one. Gotta get him in the barn. Just grab, yep, wrap around, grab under the rib cage behind the arms. As we were trying to get Tansy and her lambs into the barn, we saw the pigs racing around the pastures outside the fence. Apparently, someone who will remain unnamed did not latch the gate on the pig pen. Situation is under control, and I'm bringing some warm molasses water to our new mama.
So they all had 2 except Violet.
Right.
I have Tansy's birthing wetness all over my pants. So what?
It's part of life.
This one has great latch. So it's another late night, and we're concerned that Tansy's one teat is not really working. So we just want to play it safe, and we're going to give both the lambs some colostrum replacer, which Laura was diligently prepared for in advance. Good job. And in case you're wondering if something looks a little different, yes. It is the hair. Laura sheared all the boys, which means she cut 5 haircuts. The following morning, I'm gonna go see how the lambs are doing. Kids are already outside taking care of the animals. How's it going, Tansy? There's one of the lambs. I think this is the bigger one. Who is this?
Mandy.
So she seems good. The other one is hiding back there behind the hay. How's she doing? The smaller one?
I don't know.
So I just finished the chores, and the lambs are both fine. Tansy's udder, the one side, I think it's a lost cause. So I'm really sad and frustrated because I had high hopes for Tansy. She seems like a good mom, and she's a nice big ewe. It's just too much work, so she'll probably end up being a cull. Hate to say it. So that pretty much wraps up all the actual lambing. The next phase here is how to get these lambs and their mamas outside again. Yesterday, as we were rushing our evening chores to get to Elliot's first baseball game of the season, I went out to the shelter here, and sitting on the ground was a lamb, alive, thankfully. Emma, our smallest ewe, had popped out a lamb. We had given up thinking she was pregnant. She didn't look that big, and we saw no bag. So that was quite a surprise. So it's been less than 24 hours, and I'm headed out to the barn to milk Emma, get a little more colostrum into this lamb. And there she is, our surprise lamb, a little baby ewe. So we did very well this year with the ewe lambs. We only have 3 ram lambs, the rest are ewes, which I believe we have 6 now. This is exciting. Is she finding the teat? Probably not. Ready to let down your milk? The first time I tried milking Emma was very rough. We'll see how cooperative she is with milking here. Her bag is so small. She's by far the hardest to milk. Got a good flow on this side. Emma is Tansy's daughter. So one of the things I was really concerned about was if she would be like her mother and have bad genetics as far as her udder and her teats, but thankfully that doesn't seem to be the case. The apple has fallen far from the tree in that regard. It's just interesting because we didn't think Emma was pregnant, and because she's so much smaller than the other ewes, we were kind of planning to just cull her. But now that she's lambed and her udder appears to be fine, we may have to revisit that decision. Emma seems to be a very protective mama. I can hear she's stamping at me. Just about 2 ounces, so we'll switch to the other side and see how that does. It's time to put on the moves. All right, 4 ounces. This lamb doesn't quite know what to do with her tongue yet. She keeps sticking it out the side. Overall, I would give that session a C+. The best sign is that the lamb is up on its feet, happy and healthy. It's just a matter of working on that sucking reflex and getting Emma comfortable milking, which hopefully we won't have to do much longer. Short update on Emma and her lamb. We had to bottle feed Millie the first 24 to 30 hours. Emma's udder and her teats are very small, so we think it took a little bit longer for Millie to kind of find her way around her mom, but we've caught her nursing several times now. That puts an end to bottle feeding. Emma really seems to be a good mom. You can see she's kind of squatting a little bit to open up her hip so that Millie can kind of get at the teat a little easier. I can hear Millie is getting something in there. This is going to be an interesting project. I'm going to attempt shearing our sheep for the first time. I have no idea what I'm doing, but these sheep are in desperate need of shearing, so I'm just going to take a stab at it, which hopefully won't actually involve any blood. I am not about to try shearing sheep the real way, where you're like wrestling them on the ground. Not gonna even try that. So they're gonna be standing on this platform. Hopefully I'll be able to rest their heads on this bar here and then use the headlock to keep them stationary. And then I'll be able to come around and shear them. Do you think it'll work?
Yeah.
Okay, gonna have to make a little adjustment. Poor Violet here, the headlock dummy that I had to test and measure on. She's being very good. So that was an epic fail. The cutters were not getting through the fleece. The few times I did, it was just a complete hack job, a real mess. We understand now that the comb that we have is way too fine for this kind of shearing. There's too many teeth to really get through the fleece and to get under the mats and the dirt. So we put in an order for a different comb with 13 teeth that will hopefully get through the fleece. It's so frustrating to set aside an afternoon to get the sheep in and your shearers don't work. Big pain, big waste of time, and of course more money. Today is shearing day, take 2. That first try was so disheartening. I was really frustrated after that. Really killed my buzz, no pun intended. So we'll get the stanchion dragged outside, put it right here, and we'll just go for it. One way or another, we're just gonna get the wool off today. I made this by hand.
So who's already sheared and who's Dad doing now?
Pansy is already sheared and Dada is doing Lizzie.
So the lesson so far is it gets easier as you go. Let's take a look at the masterpiece. Not too bad. Sculpted.
So Susie is collecting some of the wool. What are you gonna do with it, Susie?
I'm making dyes in the house. Homemade dyes. I'm gonna dye the wool.
4 hours later, last sheep. This is Emma, and she's the feistiest because she's the smallest. I'm definitely nursing it back right now. So we're almost there. All done.
Good job. What a mess. You did it.
We did it. Got blood on my shirt.
We're farmers.
He cut his finger.
You look pretty good out there.
Yeah, they look really good.
It looks good from a distance. The closer you get to it, the worse it gets.
Do you like them?
Bah!
Bah. Bah. Sheep. Yeah, sheep.
So that does it for the 2024 lambing season. It was an interesting ride. Overall, pretty successful, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it was a good lambing season. mostly unassisted, besides Violet, who we had to call the vet for, but very thankful for good veterinary help when you need it.
Thank you, Doc. Do you want to give the totals?
Yeah, we ended up with 3 ram lambs and 6 ewe lambs, which is great. The ram lambs will keep 1 for ourselves for meat for our family. The other 2 ram lambs we're going to sell as feeder lambs for someone else to raise up for meat. And then our ewe lambs will probably sell most of those as breeders, and then we'll keep a couple for ourselves to raise up as replacement ewes for our older ones. Yeah, that's it.
It's a lot of work taking care of sheep, and every season it's like something new to learn. We definitely learned some things this year, which, I mean, will prepare us better for next lambing season, which we hope there will be another lambing season, I guess.
Yeah, every year I feel like we learn something. Every year gets a little better, and we have a great flock right now. They're all healthy.
The late nights are tough.
Sheep are stubborn.
Very stubborn, but I guess when you see a lamb born and get up on its feet for the first time and hear that first bleat, you forget about all the work for a moment, and I don't know.
It's worth it.
We really appreciate everyone following us on this lambing season. We appreciate all the comments. We're grateful for every subscription and every view, and we hope that you enjoyed this journey as much as we did. Remember to be grateful.